This is AMS TV and you are watching AMS English News, and here are today's top stories. In West Bengal, political tensions are rising ahead of election as top leader exchange sharp remarks. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge strongly attacked Prime Minister Narendra Modi during a rally in Cooch Behar. Kharge said that Modi is the leader of liars and accused him of speaking lies to win election. He also claimed that the government is only pretending to support women's reservation. According to Kharge, if the government was serious, it should have called an all-party meeting to discuss how to implement it. Meanwhile, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma made a controversial statement. He reacted strongly to comment about building a Babri mosque and said Bengal does not belong to anyone's family. He added that the state is the land of Rabindranath Tagore, not Babur. These statements show how heated political campaigning has become, with leaders using strong language to target opponents and influence voters. The Election Strategy Firm Indian Political Action Committee, working for Trinamool Congress and Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, has shut its Kolkata office for 2 days. The office is in Bidhan Nagar. Reports say the HR department told around 1,300 employees not to come to work. This happened just 3 days before the first phase of voting on April 23rd. IPAC plays a key role in managing rallies, booth work and campaign planning. It also helps select candidates and prepared over 1 lakh booth agents. Voting result will be declared on May 4th. Before election in Tamil Nadu, the Election Commission of India seized over Rs 1,200 crore worth of cash, gold and freebies. This includes Rs 169 crore cash and 650 crore gold and silver. Meanwhile, a speech by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on April 18th sparked controversy. Over 700 citizens complained that it violated the Model Code of Conduct. They said the speech was broadcast on government platforms like Doordarshan and All India Radio, giving unfair advantage. They demanded equal time for the other political parties during elections. In Pachpar refinery, a major fire broke out on April 20th, just hours before its inauguration. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was scheduled to visit the site, but his trip was postponed after the incident. The fire started around afternoon, creating panic among workers and officials. Emergency team quickly reached the spot and began rescue and control operations. Security agencies have also started an investigation to find the cause of the fire. Large dome structures are now being removed with cranes. Rajasthan Chief Minister Bhajan Lal Sharma is expected to inspect the site today. Fortunately, no major casualties have been reported so far. In New Delhi, the Delhi High Court rejected a plea by former Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. He wanted Justice Swarnikant Sharma to step away from his excise policy case. Kejriwal claimed there was a bias and conflict of interest. The judge clearly refused to step aside. She said she would continue hearing the case. She also stated that if she stepped back, it would send a wrong message that judges can be removed under pressure. The court's decision highlights the importance of fairness, independence and trust in the judicial system of the country. In Washington, D.C., UN expert Francesca Albanese raised concern about India's ties with Israel. She said India may have violated international law by supporting Israel during the conflict. Her report, presented at the United Nations Human Rights Council, claimed that sending weapons or support in such situation can go against global rules. She warned that such actions could weaken the international system. The report highlights legal and moral responsibilities of countries during conflicts. India has not officially responded yet, and the issue may lead to further global discussion and debate. A report by BBC found unusual trading pattern before major announcement by the US President Donald Trump. Some traders placed big bets just before his decision, earning millions. Experts believe this could be insider trading where secret information is leaked early. Others say traders have become skilled at predicting Trump's move. Economist Paul Krugman also claimed that Trump's close associate may have issued inside information in oil market. This raises concern about fairness and trust in financial markets. US President Donald Trump said that America will not remove the blockade on Iran's port until a deal is reached. He claimed the blockade is badly affecting Iran. In response, Iranian Parliament Speaker Mohammad Baghir Ghalibaf said Iran will not give in to pressure. He accused Trump of trying to force Iran into a weak position or restart war. These statements came as a temporary ceasefire between the two countries is about to end. Tensions are rising again, raising fear of a new conflict. India, the stock market saw a strong rally on Tuesday. The BSE Sensex rose over 700 points and crossed the 79,200 level during trading in Mumbai. The Nifty 50 also gained around 200 points, reaching 24,550. Realty and auto shares led the market surge, showing a strong buying interest. Experts say positive global trends and stable economic outlook supported the rise. Most sectors traded in the green, indicating overall market strength. Analysts believe the rally may continue if global market remain stable and investors' confidence stay positive. In the Indian Premier League 2026, Sunrisers Hyderabad will face Delhi Capitals today in Hyderabad. The match will be played at Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium from 7:30 p.m. SRH will try to continue their strong form and register a third straight win. Their batting and bowling units have looked balanced in recent matches. On the other hand, DC will aim for their fourth win of the season and improve their position on the points table. Fans are expecting a close and exciting contest as both teams have match winners. Severe heat continues across many parts of India. Cities like Bhopal are facing heat wave condition even at night, raising health concern. In Prayagraj, the temperature crossed 44 degrees Celsius, making it one of the hottest places in the country. States including Rajasthan, Maharashtra and Chhattisgarh are also under the heat wave alert. Due to extreme weather, authorities have changed duty hours for police personnel in some states. In Uttar Pradesh and Jharkhand, school timings up to Class 8 have been reversed to protect children. Officials are advised people to stay indoors, drink water and avoid direct sunlight during peak hours. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.